The wipe has just hit, everyone's broke, desperate, and dying in the same spots. But while they're fumbling for loot and praying to survive, you could be stacking gear, leveling traders, and building a stash that will carry you through the entire wipe. Imagine going from a pistol and a dream to running fully kitted raids every time without worrying about going broke. Stick around, because in this video, I will show you exactly how to dominate the start of wipe in Ghost of Tabor step by step. Hey guys, Xyrage here and welcome to Ghost of Tabor. If you're new here, I do guides and gameplay on VR shooters, and in this video we'll walk you through a structured plan for setting yourself up for a successful wipe, from the first raids to becoming the Chad dominating mid and late wipe. Let's dive in, so grab your favorite drink, sit back, and enjoy the video. Part 1. Survive first, win later. The earliest part of the wipe is about setting up your foundation. Your main objective here isn't to take and win fights, it's to survive, complete quest lines and tasks, and start progressing your traders. Every small win now will pay big later. So the mindset now is progression over PvP. The goal early wipe is trader progression. Completing quests and tasks should be your top priority. Many of these missions require you to go in with low tier gear, and you will die, and that is okay. Don't get discouraged, because you are investing in a long-term success. Trader levels unlock better gear and set you up for mid to late wipe dominance. Completing quests will also get you a lot of gear and items, especially the ones later down the line will give you some really good stuff, so it's always worth doing these. One of the biggest tips to survive more is taking small wins. Do not greed for max loot. You can always come back later to finish a mission and kill more players. If what you have is what you need and it's a win, take the win. If you struggle to survive raids, I have entire videos dedicated to that topic, but the most important thing that I always talk about is situational awareness. Audio cues are crucial. Gunshots from scavs or players, environmental noises, grenades going off, footsteps, and even reloading noises, bag noises, and eating and drinking can reveal enemy position and distance. You often hear players before you see them. Combine that with map knowledge, I have an entire video on this as well. You need to understand the spawns, the extracts, the hotspots, the high traffic areas, the routes, and the high tier loot locations in order for you to move smart. Avoid open fields, stick to cover, be deliberate with your movement, and if you start taking fire, where can you go to get in cover? Always be thinking about this. Now back to progression. You need to choose fights that align with your goals. Only fight if it serves your mission objective. If you need to deliver a quest item, go do that first. If you need to survive, then survive. Just get out, and you can come back in later and take the fight. Don't fight unless you have a big advantage over the other player. Killing players is fun, but trader progression wins much more fights later down the line. If you hear a fight happening, you can third party if you're in a good position to do so, and it's important to know where everybody in that fight is located before you choose to engage yourself. You want to be the last one standing, not the last one to die. Loot smart and fast. You want to focus on gear, weapons, attachments, and meds, and never stand still longer than necessary. If you need to loot a body, do this in a safe location, in cover, and preferably in a building. Take the highly necessary and move on. The longer you sit with your head in the bag, the bigger the chance is that you get popped yourself. Alright. Part 2. Gear up the smart way. You need to break the cycle of dying, and starting with the right kits will put you ahead in the raid. Bringing in gear will increase the chances of your survival immensely. I do not recommend naked raids. Instead, here's a level 1 trader kit to get you a mid-tier loadout really fast. I recommend starting with an SKS. It's cheap, high damage. An adventure bag, minty level 1, just bring it. It will store a lot more stuff. 4 magazines for the SKS, 1 Prometal case for topping up the damage from the scavs, and 1 bandage in case you start bleeding from a player. The recommended strategy here is go into Code of Maul. It's optional for you to let the first couple minutes pass to thin out the players, then kill a couple zero foxshots, take their rigs, helmets, store the extra gear in and on your adventure bag, grab all the guns they drop, M4s, Galils, VSS, AKMs, they're all viable mid-kit weapons, and then extract and rerun with a basic starter kit if you wish. This will give you a lot of mid-tier equipment quickly with minimal risk. Now you can do your quests and tasks with this mid-kit. Take in more meds and enough ammo, and you are increasing your chances of survival tenfold. Part 3. Building your foundation. Your goal is no longer to live raid to raid. You want to be able to lose a kit, jump right back in full kit without being afraid of losing it because it's your last. Going in with equipment will help immensely with mentality and enjoyment of the game. So to get there, you need to take every small win seriously. Every good rig or weapon, every quest item, every high value junk item, if it's worth extracting for, do so early wipe. Every kit in your hideout is one more raid. You can progress traders to get to mid and high tier raids rather than running around looking for scraps. As for looting, take everything. Almost every junk item is needed in a quest at some point. Remember or look up what items are needed for the trader quests and extract with them when you find them. Loot all attachments, build a stash of the ones you like, and sell the rest to Spectre to get his money requirement up. And as for equipment, having good rigs is critical. Refer to my equipment guide for detailed recommendations, and there's a couple new ones that aren't mentioned there, like the TSR 114 rigs. That's the new one from the Foxtrots. It's great, it's similar to the Vespi, and it's perfect for a mid-tier run. Nikolai and Tatra boss kits are insane. They're similar to the R61 collector armor. You'll be a tank. As for weapons, just use what you like. Check out my weapons tier list if you want my recommendations, but in the end, just use the weapons that you like to run. And while we're on building your foundation, do not go broke. Do you want the secret to not going broke? Survive the raid. Every time you die, you lose everything. Duh. But taking less risk means you're dying less, means you have a smaller chance of going broke. There's more tips for making money in my money guide that will also be linked below. Next up, part 4, trader progression and hideout. Trader levels are the true unlocks of the early wipe. They define what gear you can buy and how consistent your loadout will be later in the wipe. The traders you should focus on are Spectre for your weapons, Minty for your equipment, but you'll also find lots of equipment, and Jiris for your secure containers. The other ones are not worth your focus early on. Here's a hot tip: if you enjoy the game a lot and you can afford it, buy the Nuclear Knight DLC. This will start you off with traders on level 2, a lot more money. This is not required, but it will definitely help early wipe progression. As for your hideout, focus on the nursery as soon as possible. This will let you farm NRSs using Takistan Sun. It will save you a ton of money early wipe. Any GPU you find, extract with it and slot it into your intel room. As you level up your character, you can go to Merrick for bunker upgrades. There's no need to buy all of them, but the ones I really recommend are Armory 2 and at least one intel room to start off your crypto farm, at least one nursery room to start your NRS farm, and all the generator, nursery, and intel room efficiency upgrades under utility. And lastly, part 5, mid-wipe and beyond. Once you've built your foundation, it starts to run fully kitted raids consistently. This is what separates you from the average player. You can afford to take more risks. You can win more fights due to the equipment and the weapons that you're bringing. You can consistently profit from your raids. Yes, you will still die, but it matters less and less because you are the Chad now. Build up your mid-wipe arsenal. A stash full of good guns, rigs, plenty of meds, and other supplies means that losing a kit does not matter as much. Your trader levels are high enough to buy the stuff you want. You have enough money to restock all the stuff you need. You're not just surviving anymore, you are dominating this game. If you want to level up your game even more, check out my other guides and subscribe to the channel. I also have a ton of gameplay videos packed with tips that you can learn from. And if you want to catch me live and ask me any specific questions, follow me on Twitch, link in the description. And with that, I wish you guys good luck in Ghost of Tabor, and I will see you on the next one.